Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. Today we are going to take a look at the Chromatic Ember material. So let's get this party started. I removed a few things so that we could get a good look at the material. And the reason why it's called chromatic is that you can actually change some of the colors of the material. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. And also I kept the cape equipped because sometimes the inside of the cape and the outside of the cape are different texture. But in this case it seems to be pretty much the same thing. And I have to admit, I bought this material basically to be able to show it off to you guys, but I have to admit, I kind of like it. So as I mentioned, we can change the color of the material. So the first slot in the material is the color you can change. And you can do that for every pieces of gear. And if you put it black, it doesn't really look black, but it kind of take out the shiny bits of the material. And you can see as the character moved, the material kind of changed a bit also. So there seems to be a few things that influences the material. Let's change that piece just for fun. So here, if you use the full slimline knit piece, as you can see as with most material, it covers the eyes of the character. So you kind of lose the eyes of the character. And you can see what happens when the character moves. It does some weird stuff with the material, which is kind of cool, I have to admit. So where can we get this material? Let's take a look. Before we take a look at the vendor, actually let's have our character fly around a bit. As you can see, when the character gets into flight mode, again it does influence how the material reacts. So it seems to be affecting the top part of each pieces of style, and depending on the pieces of style, or the positioning of the character, it will move the texture and the material around a bit. Which is kind of cool, I have to say. And as with most material, it doesn't cover the emblem. So enough stalling, let us go take a look at the vendor. So it is one of the materials you can get from the survival mode vendor. As some of you guys asked me about it, apparently you can find, no one made videos about this material just yet. So I guess tonight is going to be the night of nights. So let's take a look at the vendor. So you can see here the Chromatic Ember material costs 200 data chips. Where can you get data chips? You get data chips playing the survival mode. So you can see in the on duty menu, in the events tab and under general, you can see survival titans training. So that is where you can get the currency to be able to purchase a material. Unlike the Zeus material or the hologram material, like I was able to purchase the Zeus and the hologram material from the broker. Sadly, for the Chromatic Ember material or even the holographic material, you have no choice. You have to buy it from the vendor. And you can see the materials are account bound. So you could buy them with one character and give it to another character, but you cannot buy them or sell them on the broker, sadly. So either you play survival mode, or you buy the bullet and you purchase data chips from the marketplace. It's 540 marketplace cash for 50 data chips, but that is if you are a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, you get 10% off. If you are not a subscriber, it's going to be 600 marketplace cash for 50 data chips. And here you can see also the currency is available per character. So if you make sure you purchase the currency with the character you want to use it with. Although, as you saw, the materials are account bound, so you could purchase the material with one character and give it to another one of your character if you wanted to. We saw what it looks like with the Scorching Aura. Let's try with the Ember Aura. So I would kind of see this material with the Earth type character or a Flame type character. You decide. But it kind of works well enough with the Ember Aura. So if you have an Earth type character or even a Fire type character, this material would work well enough. And I'm sure some people are wondering how is it different from, let's say, the Magma Material. Let's take a look. So you can see the Magma Material is quite different from the Chromatic Ember. And the Magma Material is color locked, so you cannot change the colors of the material. And you can see here the outside of the cape and the inside of the cape, two very different textures. The same would be true with the Lava Material. In this case, the difference is quite obvious. Another material we could compare it to is the Terrestrial Material. And as you can see, that one also is very different. So we have quite a few options to create an Earth type character with a whole bunch of different materials. And there's also the Ember Chromo Material, again, very different. So we can see here Ember Chromo 1, Ember Chromo 2, kind of sort of looks like it a bit. And we can see here Ember Chroma 2 and Ember Chroma 3. And I guess there's also the Terrestrial Material that could kind of look like it, but not really. And again, you cannot change the colors of the Terrestrial Chroma. The colors are color locked. So if you are one of those who are wondering what the Chromatic Ember material look like, now you know. And if you are wondering how long will the survival mode last, the survival mode will last until about mid-April. We don't have an official date just yet, so don't wait too long. Odds are after mid-April, the event will be gone. Although if you do miss out on the event this year, don't worry about it, the event will come back next year. So if you missed the event this year for whatever reasons, play the long game, wait until next year, and next year, when the next survival mode comes back, you'll be able to purchase the material. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this Universe Online at this point, so if I don't answer your question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answered your question. Or click one of the videos that you see on your screen right now. Bye-bye.